Hey guys, I've been mentioning a lot. Well, I think I've mentioned it once this week on Comic News that there was a sale at my local comic shop, Trade a Tape Comic Center. They have their annual anniversary. Annual anniversary. That's stupid. They have their anniversary sale. That place has been around for 35 years. And the owner is so happy to have a young 17-year-old like me point out that he's older than dirt. And no, me and him are cool. And I mentioned that I was getting a couple books, and I figured I should share with you my wonderful YouTube audience who never questions anything I do, and will probably not watch this because this looks uninteresting according to the title and pictures you see. But there's humor. I got 7 books. Now, the deal was it's 25% off of all graphic novels, and that's obviously what I was gunning for. They had deals on like issues and whatever toys they were selling too, but my store doesn't really keep a lot of toys and collectibles, and I don't buy single issues, especially back issues. So I was obviously gunning it for the 25% off trades, or 18% off after you count tax, but that's not here or there. Let's just get out with the kind of normal books, because I got a couple odd cases with some books. First thing I got is I have the first 2 volumes of Power Girl, A New Beginning, and Aliens and Apes. I think I've mentioned it a few times, or a couple times, it was long ago. And a galaxy far, far away, or a memory far, far away. Either way, it's probably the part where it's the prequel and no one likes it. I mentioned that I love the Palmiotti Gray Connor run on Power Girl. This is all 12 issues of their run, the first 12 issues of the ongoing. I think their run ended a few months back. When it's done about 3 issues, I think. I've been reading it, I just haven't been keeping track. And I'm not even reading it as it comes out. Because the way I read it is I either read it in issues, I torrent sometimes, or I have a friend who buys I have friends who buy issues, and I'll read, and they'll let me read whatever issues as long as I don't, extremely damage them. By the way, I'm sorry I put them in the trash again. You didn't deserve them. No. I'm hilarious to myself. And anyway, I got these because not for the obvious reasons you think I got them. Yes, I know it's Power Girl, and yes, I know, especially in the covers you're seeing, and that she's drawn a little bit more extreme than she usually is, but it's art by Amanda Connor. She draws old women smoking hot. The real test of how this could work is if she did art on Granny Goodness, and I'm pretty sure she would be okay to look at if she drew it. Written by, ironically enough, Justin Gray's name's on here first, but here's the thing, I'm part of that group of people who don't believe he actually exists. And Jimmy Palmiotti, the two write stuff together all the time. I've read this in issues, and I wanted it in trade. Because it is pure fun. It's just awesome fun. Granted, they make a couple boob jokes, but it's not like every line is a joke about it. I mean, it's Power Girl. I'm not saying they have to, but you can't blame them for making one every. I don't think it's every issue, every other issue out of 12. It's not much. It's Power Girl. It's you gotta kind of make fun of it. Some might say it's bad, but they handle it pretty well. It's great. The art here is great as well. I also got the both volumes of Invincible Iron Man, World's Most Wanted. That's the second and third volume in the ongoing. I read this as it came out, but seeing it's written by Matt Fraction, I had trouble keeping up with it as it came out because I didn't have the issues with me. Again, same circumstances with how I read that series. And I'm personally on that idea that this reads way better in trade because he has so much in each issue. It's all talking. It's a lot of talking in his issues. Not to say it's cool, it's good, but it's kind of something doesn't work well monthly, in issues. And trades, it works perfectly because you can read it all in one shot. And I got both volumes, obviously, because A, I'm a completist, and B, it's the first volume's good from what I remember of those issues, but it picks up in the second volume. So I'm glad I got that. Now for the kind of oddball ones I got. Two I actually got like really cheap. Now, because of various shipping problems, and they've had it. Every store has this. Every store will probably come up with a damaged book here or there. It's the meaning of circle of life. They had a box. They had about a few boxes filled with damaged books. They also had trades that were marked down for less because they had like a bunch of copies that they can't sell or whatever reason. And I looked into the damaged ones. Now here's the deal. I wasn't planning on buying these. Well, one I kind of wanted, but I put on the back burner because it's so expensive. Both these books, these damaged books, are $35 each. They're both Marvel ones. One's an Ultimate Collection. One's a deluxe hardcover, which is they collect like 12 issues. And I got the JMS Spider-Man Ultimate Collection Volume 2. I don't have Volume 1, but here's why I bought it. It was $4. I saved $31. And here's why, and I will try and show this in a picture as well as I can. I don't know how it'll come up on the picture. But the corner, like the top left corner, is bent up pretty badly. It's kind of an eyesore, but it only bends up to, the top of the center of the book, which isn't entirely bad. And it doesn't matter because you're reading. Because the one thing I find annoying about trades, and it's a circle of life, I understand, is the word balloons are so close to the edge of the page you can't read them anyway, which is really bad, especially with splash pages. It always ruins splash pages. So it only is bad on that top corner. For $4, I couldn't pass it up. I mean, it could be Rulk, and I would get it. For some reason, those were pristine, and no one bought them yet either. And the other one I got the third volume hardcover of New Avengers. I mentioned before that I'm not a big fan of this book. I have the first 2 volumes, which is the first 10 issues. This collects a couple Civil War one-shots. Trust me, I'm not proud of that. And it also collects 21 for $31. So I'm missing 10 issues that I'm probably gonna. And trust me, I'm gonna find them cheap. I know it sounds bad, but I really don't want to pay $15 for each book. I'm not saying it's horrible. It's just so boring and nothing exciting happens in the first 2. And I hear it picks up as it goes on. But I got this. It was $5. Again, you don't question something like that. And it's a nice hardcover. Well, okay, fine. Let me get to why it's bad. The first picture you're seeing is, hopefully you can tell, this is bent on the center like this. Again, it's not a problem. In fact, I'm pretty sure if I get enough force in there, I could probably get it bent back. Well, maybe not. I don't know. But here's the major problem. Apparently, when they were printing it, they had to print it in the in the nice little hardcover bound here. The first couple pages, which luckily enough was just just the stuff that told you who was writing it. Surprise, it's all done by Bendis, and the artist on what issues in the book, because this unfortunately collects the Civil War tie-ins, which were all done by different artists. God, there's a single issue all about the Sentry. Again, I almost didn't buy this, but $5 for a $35 book, I'll get it. It can't be all bad. The way it looked was, well, here I'm gonna have a picture up of the page. Now, what you're looking at, granted, I ripped this out already after I took this picture, but that's how it looked folded in the book. Like, imagine that stuck in. And no, I can't just do that. That is bound in there. I don't know how that happens in the printing. How that happens. How you don't check that. How that passed through. Granted, I'm not a big quality control nut, but Still, that's just so bad. And also, I'm starting to notice a couple pages kind of don't fit in here completely. Hopefully that won't cause a problem, but yeah, that's pretty poor quality control. It almost looks like it's lopsided. Yeah, you can definitely tell here because the front page is, first couple pages are like unbalanced and lopsided almost. This is terrible. I'm starting to see why I got this for $5. It's okay. Again, I can't complain. I mean, I saved a lot of money on it. Not too, excited to read it. I'll read it. I hear this is, I hear the arc in here after the Civil War stuff's pretty good, so I got something to look forward to. And, the last thing I got, and this is huge. This picture is not an exaggeration, obviously, because it's a picture of me holding it. But this is, JLA Heavens Ladder. This came out in 2000. This is over 10 years old. The size might tell you why you probably were... Now, I don't know if they've had this for 10 years, but it looks like it's in pretty good condition. They just had it on a shelf. I've actually been eyeing it for a while, but I usually walk there, and I can't imagine walking home with this thing without being extremely terrified of having it damaged. This was written by Mark Waid, and the art is done by Brian Hitch. And I think this is perfect for Brian Hitch because his art is beautiful to look at, and he's well known for doing the widescreen method of comics with the panels and stuff. And this is amazing because just because of the art's fantastic, and if there's anyone you ever want to see on huge pages, it's his. I don't understand a lot about this story. It says here, Bruce seeking a key to the afterlife. Let's see. A godlike race of aliens basically rip whole worlds from their orbits. And the whole thing is they're trying to find a way to heaven, like to the afterlife. That's what I'm getting from here. This I can't fit on my bookshelf, as evidenced by the picture you're probably looking at right now. This I can't put it up sideways like a regular book because it's slightly taller than my bookshelf. I could put it in sideways, but then it's jutting out, so the best way I figured was just put it on top of the books. I don't like the way that really looks, but it looks a lot better than putting it in sideways on the bind on the side like this. So, yeah, that's what I got. I really think I did good. I mean, I got two really expensive books for $5. Okay, fine, $5 and $4, and I got stuff I really wanted for slightly cheaper. I can't wait to read it. And I got a giant monstrosity that I'll probably use to patch up a door. So, yes, I've wasted about 13 and a half minutes of your time. Thank you for listening to me waste money and give more to a local business and support the great art that is comics. I'll see you guys next time.